Dr. Owenbrink with Blue Ridge Family Practice, talking to you about the concept of neuroplasticity, or how the brain evolves and adapts when it's presented with new information, new changes in drugs or neurotransmitters. Neuroplasticity. Drugs work on specific receptors. The neurons that fire together wire together and form stronger linkages. There are many different types of neurotransmitters which have different types of effects. Glutamate is generally excitatory. Glutamine is generally inhibitory. Gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA, tends to calm and inhibit. Serotonin also has a calming and inhibiting effect. Norepinephrine is excitatory. Dopamine is known as the feel-good neurotransmitter. Prolactin is the in-love transmitter. It's what's released when people fall in love. Endorphins are also mimicked by morphine and other opiates. They are naturally present in the body to relieve pain and other brain functions. There are many other neurotransmitters that exist. We still don't know all of them, but research continues. When there is an excess amount of activity of a neurotransmitter or drug, as in the addiction or a routine heavy user, the brain can respond by increasing the number of chemical receptors, e.g. on the next neuron, so that the excess amount of drug or neurotransmitter will have receptors to occupy while leaving some receptors empty to restore the normal tone of the brain and the neurons in the presence of that excessive amount of the drug or neurotransmitter. This is a natural compensatory homeostatic mechanism. This causes tolerance, the situation where the same dose of the drug has less of an effect, such that more drug is needed to maintain the desired effect. The opposite condition also occurs. If one has been a heavy user and suddenly stops, symptoms of drug withdrawal can happen. At the cell membrane, what is happening is that there are now many empty unoccupied receptors on the next neuron. This alters the normal function of that neuron. Under conditions in which it would normally fire or trigger an electrical impulse, it may remain silent, or under conditions in which it would normally be quiet, it may start sending false signals. The withdrawal symptoms are specific to each of the various drug types used. Detoxification. Withdrawal is never a pleasant process. It can kill as well. A brief review is in order. Alcohol withdrawal can be lethal. It needs to be done under medical supervision. Amphetamine withdrawal symptoms, people are typically sleepy, tired, irritable. Barbiturate withdrawal also could be lethal. Needs to be done under medical supervision, as does benzodiazepine withdrawal. Cocaine withdrawal typically causes irritability and fatigue. Marijuana does not have a significant withdrawal syndrome. The drug is stored in fat. We talked earlier about distribution. Distribution means where the drug goes in the body, and marijuana is very likely to end up in fat cells, where it stays for a long period of time and will leach out slowly over time, forming a sort of an auto detox. Opiate withdrawal, dancing with the cold turkey, the shakes, the sweats, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, yawning, runny nose. You may feel like you'll have to get better to die. You wish you would die, but it's actually very safe and you won't die from opiate withdrawal. You'll just wish you could. Neuroplasticity is the term that describes both situations above. to too many or too few receptors for any given condition. This is how the brain adapts to try to maintain homeostasis, a desirable steady state or normalcy of sorts.